Hello YouTube, Artemis here. Sorry the YouTube Pagan Challenge 2018 video is late. I have the stomach flu, so I'm not feeling all that great. My letter is C. And I picked the word challenge. Now, with anything you do in life, there's going to be your challenges, your ups and downs, but different people have different challenges, you know. You just got to learn to kind of adapt, overcome with everything you do. Some of the challenges that you face when you choose to walk the path of paganism or any alternative religion is, you know, are people going to accept me? You know, am I doing this right? Especially with people, some people don't have a support group or know how to get, you know, information. I mean, it's easier to get information now with you know, the internet and everything, but when I first started out, the internet wasn't a real big thing. I don't even think our public library had the internet, and our public library only had like 1 or 2 books, and there was no one else around that I knew other than a friend of mine, like one other friend that was even into paganism and Wicca. So it was hard, you know. It was a challenge to find reliable information to walk a spiritual path pretty much alone. Where I lived at the time, when I first started out, I didn't have a green space. There was no private area for me to do any kind of ritual or anything like that. I was still a minor, so certain things weren't allowed in the house or in, you know, bedrooms. So it was a challenge, but you have to find a way around those challenges. If you believe in your spirituality enough, it will carry you through. I honestly have to say that. You can always do guided meditations. You can always do, you know, silent rituals. Nothing says that it has to be spoken out loud. Nothing says that you have to do something a certain way. You can always try something a different way. What I found when I couldn't do the green space, when I didn't have anything public or to do a ritual outside, I brought it inside. I brought plants, and I had a windowsill, and I brought living plants into the house, you know, and that was my sense of, okay, this is my scarce space. This is where I can do the things that I want to do. I can commune with my God and Goddess. And it was a way for me to overcome the issue of not having a large green space to do my stuff outside. For instance, I know some people, they're not allowed to burn candles where they're at. Well, nothing says you actually have to burn the candle. Concentrate and meditate on the color of the candle. And okay, sorry about that. That was not my husband. That was actually my nephew. He's got a project at school dealing with the Holocaust, and they got to make a video on it. So he wanted me to help him with that, and that's fine. It's not due until like the 16th. So I will definitely be over this thing, hopefully, by then. I should be. I'm already feeling somewhat better. But anyway, I'm talking about challenges and stuff. You know, like I was saying, some people don't have a community that they can reach out to. They're doing it by themselves. I was one of those. Until I got out of... I was scared to go out and to make a video or to reach out to a community dealing with my path. But once I got over that and I said to myself, I'm never going to make friends, I'm never going to learn more if I constantly just keep myself bottled up. And I made a New Year's resolution, not this year but last year, to kind of break from that shell. And I started reaching out. I started reaching out to a local pagan church. And got really nice people there. Started taking a couple classes. Went out to find some of the local metaphysical shops around and met the people there. And I realized that that's not accessible to everybody. My suggestion then is try to go online, try to find your resources. There's a lot of different resources that you can use online that hopefully will help you with that challenge. Another challenge I've had is, am I doing this right? Is my God, Goddess listening to me? Is it working? Is this stuff actually working? And it's a mental thing. It really is. It's a mental thing. And once you get over that mental hurdle of, am I doing it right? You're gonna see that yes, you're doing it right. As long as you have good intentions, you are, you feel it in your soul, in your core, that what you're doing is right, then it's right. Most gods and goddesses, if they can tell you have good intentions in your stuff, then I think they'll accept that. Now there's some that are assholes, and they're gonna be like, this is wrong, you need to do this other way. But it'll come to you. It will come to you. Another challenge would be friends and family. Coming out of the broom closet. It's a big one. I think it gets easier as you get older. At least for me it was. Now that may not be true for everyone. But as I got older and got out on my own, it's definitely easier. And it's definitely easier since I've been married. Now, leading up to the wedding, if everybody watches my videos, y'all know I had some drama. But that stuff's been taken care of. And I feel like the older you get, the more you say, I don't give a shit. And that's honest. I mean, that's honestly the truth. That's honestly how I've been. It's like, okay, this is who I am. This is who I've always been. This is the same person you've known your entire life. You just know a little bit more about me now. This is what makes me tick. And they can like that or not like that. And I'm telling you right now, if somebody does not like you for your spiritual beliefs, then you don't need them in your life in the first place. Men and women have fought and gave their lives for you to have the freedom of religion. Your right to choose. And it's about time Wiccans and, well, pagans in general, stand up and tell the communities that this is our choice. It is by no means anything negative towards the Christian beliefs or any other religion. This is our own way of seeing things, and we are here. We have the exact same rights as everybody else to practice and live how we choose. And that's a big hurdle that a lot of people have to face. And I honestly think the older you get, the more easier it is to deal with. At least for me it was. Now, I mean, I understand, you know, teenagers, you know, younger people still living at home might not have it that easy. And then all I can tell you then is, if you live with somebody else, one, if you're not paying rent and you're not putting food on the table, you just really need to deal with keeping everything on the low. Kind of, you know, if you want to celebrate and practice and do what you need to do, and that people you live with don't want you doing it in their home, respect that and find someplace else to do it. Local parks, you know, are a perfect place to do that kind of thing. But definitely, you know, it's a challenge. And you got to figure out what challenges you want to fight for. And what do you think's worth fighting for? This is my way of seeing it right now. It's my spiritual path. It's who I am. Like me or not like me, I'm not doing it for anybody other than myself. And I try to adapt and overcome anything that's brought to me. So my word for challenge, or my C word, is challenge. There's definitely challenges with any spiritual path, with everyday life. I guarantee that. I just think some roads are a little bit more challenging. And you have to choose whether or not it's important to you enough to pursue it. In my case, it was. I mean, it's going to be a lot easier for a Christian to walk their path because it's socially acceptable than it is for a Wiccan to walk their path. Unless you're in an area that supports that religion, or is more open to that religion. And there's some areas of the country that are. Really. I live in the Bible Belt, so no, it's not easy here. But when I went to Salem, I felt comfortable. I felt surrounded by people who didn't judge. They were more open to it. There was plenty of spiritual shops around. It was an awesome place to be. You know, adapt, overcome, and try your best to look toward the future. You know, it gets better. All the challenges get better with time. So, anyway, I know I'm babbling on. I'm trying to keep liquid down and everything, so sorry this video has been kind of like all over the place. But my C word was challenge. You can agree or disagree. It's your choice. This is just my 2 cents, and you can take that with a grain of salt. I mean, you know. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. It's just my journey, my viewpoint on things. So, like I said, you can agree or disagree. Everything's still good. Thanks, guys.